Welcome to the Namibia Oil and Gas podcast, your weekly gateway to the latest news and developments shaping Namibia's dynamic oil and gas sector. It's Friday, 13th December 2024, and I am Tanil Nakoses.
And I'm Kobus Taser.
With this past week's latest news, updates, and insights from the Namibia oil and gas industry.
This week's top headlines.
88 Energy provides an update on PEL 93 in the Owambo Basin.
Eco Atlantic sees high interest in Namibia oil blocks.
Foreign investment on Namibia's terms.
Namibia Oil and Gas launches its platform to connect Namibia with the oil and gas industry.
Our first story comes from 88 Energy, which has made significant progress in its exploration work on PEL 93 in the Owambo Basin, Namibia. Initial interpretations of 2D seismic data led by Monitor Exploration have identified 10 large structural closures, with some covering up to 100 square kilometers. These closures show clear signs of hydrocarbon charge potential from nearby source rocks. 88 Energy, which holds 20% work interest in PEL 93, will now independently validate these findings and integrate other data sets like geochemistry and airborne geophysics. A resource estimate is expected in the first half of 2025, setting the stage for further exploration activities, including the possible acquisition of additional seismic data and drilling commitments.
Next, Eco Atlantic Oil and Gas is attracting strong interest from industry players for its offshore licenses in Namibia. The company operates 4 petroleum exploration licenses in the Walvis Basin, spanning over 28,000 square kilometers. Eco Atlantic is currently in discussions with potential partners for a farm-out agreement to advance its exploration programs. According to CEO Jill Holtzman, the company is well positioned to capitalize on growing interest in Namibia's offshore oil and gas potential while continuing to progress its projects in other regions such as Guyana and South Africa. The company has also strengthened its financial position with milestone payments from its operations in South Africa and continues to focus on delivering value to shareholders.
Namibia's President-elect Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah has made it clear that foreign investment in the country's oil and gas sectors will be welcomed, but only on Namibia's terms. Speaking after her recent election victory, Nandi-Ndaitwah emphasized the need for radical shifts to address poverty and inequality, promising it will not be business as usual. While she didn't outline specific oil and gas policies, the country is committed to legislation that ensures Namibian ownership and participation in the sector. In the SWAPO Party manifesto, plans to increase local content, support Namibian businesses in the supply chain, and explore the feasibility of a domestic refinery were highlighted. These measures aim to ensure that the nation reaps maximum benefits from its natural resources while addressing social and economic inequalities.
Finally, Namibia Oil and Gas has launched the first of its kind online directory to connect local and international suppliers, service providers and professionals with the country's expanding oil, gas and green hydrogen industries. This platform aims to bridge the gap between local small and medium enterprises and international companies, fostering collaborations that prioritize Namibian expertise and resources. The directory also includes listings for training and accreditation providers to help Namibians gain the skills needed to thrive in the sector. To celebrate the launch, Namibia Oil and Gas hosted a mixer attended by key stakeholders from the energy industry. This initiative aligns with the recent Namibian National Upstream Local Content Policy that was approved by the country's cabinet. The aim is overall to enhance the country's capacity in its drive to meet the oil and gas sector's service needs. The next Namibia Oil and Gas Mixer will take place in early 2025 and will include important industry role players and members of the oil and gas platform. Namibia continues to solidify its position as a top destination for oil and gas exploration, attracting companies like TotalEnergies, Shell and 88 Energy. The Orange Basin, in particular, has become a vocal point for offshore activities, with significant discoveries that could transform the nation's energy landscape. Meanwhile, onshore efforts in the Owambo Basin and local initiatives like the newly launched online directory of Namibia Oil and Gas reflects Namibia's commitment to maximizing the benefits of its resources. By combining advanced exploration techniques with policies that prioritize local participation, Namibia is setting a unique example for responsible resource development.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of the Namibia Oil and Gas podcast. I am Tanil Togoses.
And I'm Kobus Tesa.
If you'd like to contribute with news and information, please contact us at info@namibiaoilandgas.com. For more news, information, resources, and updates of the week, visit www.namibiaoilandgas.com.
Whether you're an industry professional, an investor, or simply curious about this exciting sector, feel free to share our podcast and follow us on your favorite podcast player.
Join us next time as we continue to explore the top stories driving Namibia's energy future.